What up, and welcome to the show.
Bra.
Quick disclaimer: this is not financial advice. Do your own research. We are not financial advisors. And click that like, hit that subscribe, ring that bell, and
Do your own research.
do your own research. All right, so what's ripping?
We had a nice another rip and drip.
Okay,
928. It's like up almost $1 from this morning. Yeah, it's up about $1.
Well, that's what happens when you have an announcement for an announcement about an announcement. You know,
I mean, he said he was gonna do it. He says it all the time when he pushes something out. He's like, "We're working on announcing the announcement. We just want to make sure everything's ready. Everything. What's the B&B price on it?
10-14. I'll take $1 a day.
Ooh, double digits, man.
I mean, $1 a day, and then or even like $10 a month. Like this month 10, next month 20, 40.
I mean, that's
Slow and steady wins the race.
exactly. That's what we want. We want a steady buy and sell pressure. We don't want a massive sell pressure like we saw at $190 all the way down to. I mean, based on volume, that was all the way back down to like the 30s. It bounced around there, but then the volume died off, and there's a good rule of thumb when it comes to trading is that volume precedes price action, and you can see that in any kind of chart. You're going to see volume makes the first move. And big moves up or down just can't happen without volume. You need that volume. Volatility is how you make money. So
yeah, nothing can go up forever,
and nothing can go up forever. I mean, I'd say over a long enough period of time,
just zoom out.
Yeah, exactly. Then ideally it should go up forever. You'll see pullbacks. I mean, look at the Dow Jones. I think it was established in like 1887 or some shit. So it's been going up for 40, 50 years, but there's pullbacks. And during that pullback, I mean, you got to think this is like 6 generations worth of price action, and probably even more, I guess, like 8 to 10 generations worth of price action. So
and you got to figure in a few days we get an airdrop. So,
oh man, dude, I always forget that I get the airdrop. I like it doesn't even like register in my head. I don't know why, but it doesn't. Yeah, so I mean, we didn't really talk about that much. Is like the airdrops that you can get on earning teams, and get airdrops. You can hold BREAP and get kind of rewards from downline fees. So if someone signs up underneath you, you get 10% of all of their fresh deposits. So let me log in.
Yeah. Join my team, bitches.
Yeah. I mean, even just for like, I have a second wallet, so I sign my second wallet up under me. So I basically get a discount on hydration fees. At the same time, you do get to avoid fees when you direct drip to another wallet. So if you want to airdrop and it's airdrop directly into your deposit, you can't sell it. It goes right into deposits.
Yeah.
But
I'll be working on a second wallet. I mean, I have a second wallet, but I'll be frequently working on it and depositing soon. I'm gonna build this up a little bit more.
Are you still adding to it at all?
Nah,
No.
nah. But I will be let's see, taking out from the farm and depositing into it.
What do you? Well, I mean, at the end of the farm, you get drip and BUSD. So
Yeah, so I'll be depositing the drip into the faucet and maybe into the what's the other one?
the reservoir
The reservoir. Yeah, I'll be
and the resi man.
Yeah, I'll be depositing into that in the near future. As I start withdrawing. See, I'm still compounding as it's making its way up on the garden. So later on, I can withdraw and then put that into the reservoir and into my 2 wallets in the faucet. Hold on, I'm gonna grab my vape real quick.
Yep.
Cause I need me my nicotine. Nicotine. I'm a fiend. Nicotine and caffeine, baby. That's what dreams are made of.
Yeah, I mean I'm still. I mean, at these prices now, I'm pulling out maybe a drip a week.
Yeah, I could
from my garden. But I mean, that's that my plan was to exit it, and I've stuck with that plan. So
yeah, I had pulled some and put it into my faucet, but I'm gonna compound for now. I'm waiting to because I could compound right now. I got some to available if I want. I'm at almost 23,000 plants. If I compound, I'll be at like 24 half ish.
How often are you compounding?
I was once a day, and then this is like 2 days. Like I'm making about $5 a day right now on it.
I mean, you should be. How many plants do you make in a day?
This big number here.
No, those are your seeds. I mean, how many plants would you get from that?
I don't know. Stuff and things.
Yeah, I mean, because like part of it is for the garden. Ideally, like you want to out compound.
I think maybe like 800.
Yeah. See, I mean, and that was part of the reason why I decided to exit the garden was based on my plan. I was having to compound every like 8 minutes, and it was just, and I cut it back to every like 20 minutes, and it didn't make any sense. That's really one of the couple reasons that I was like, this is not. I don't have that kind of time to compound that often.
Yeah, pigs is gaining some traction. It's at 82 right now.
Nice.
So
I mean, all the people. So because you were only able to claim like what 2% a day.
Yeah.
And I don't. How long ago was that? I don't know if that's the end, but got to be close.
Of what?
Well, it'd be 50 days if you can take out 2%.
But whenever you compound, it puts your pigs back into your balance.
I meant claiming. I thought that was one of the big.
Okay, so if I want,
fiascos.
I could withdraw right now 1.04 pigs.
Okay.
And then my stake would be 9, and I'd be earning. But instead, what I do is, when you compound, you get your claimable BUSD, and it recompounds what you've earned in pigs into your balance. So I've almost got half a pig already from just compounding daily.
Nice. And then you just claim the BUSD?
Yeah, that's how I sent you BUSD the other day when you asked for it.
Yeah.
So I just compounded, took the money that I earned, and then sent it to you.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean that's kind of the whole goal of
yeah, it's supposed to be a whole ecosystem
pigs
of
like that.
Yeah, stake the dogs to earn pigs, stake the pigs to earn BUSD.
And more pigs.
And more pigs, and then, like that's almost $40 I've earned in whatever couple months, you know what I mean? Just pressing a button, which is, pretty dope. But I don't do this daily. I wait till it builds up, because it's not even $1.
Yeah. What's the I mean, imagine it's super cheap gas fees.
Oh yeah, so it's like point
Because the
zero.
garden is like, yeah, like fractions of a penny, I think.
Yeah, this one's not as small though, so I wait for it to build up, for quite a bit until it's worth it. Because it's counterproductive if I compound it costs just as much to compound it.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm trying to think. Uh, I think I go through like maybe 60 cents in gas fees a day,
Yeah.
compounding everything. And I mean, I compound a couple things inside of my CDC DeFi wallet as well, but that's all on Crow. So that only costs,
Yeah,
I think like
like
7
this. Look,
cents.
0.00037878 BNB to compound my piggy bank. Have you compounded your piggy bank
I do that like
once a week?
maybe once every other week.
Oh
I should
yeah.
probably do it once a week. Because I just have different alarms set now. So it's just like the alarm goes off and I just stop what I'm doing and spend 2 minutes compounding things. And that happens like twice a day.
Yeah, because when the pig price rises, your truffle value should be worth more.
Yeah.
So I just
And I mean,
compound.
what you're earning on pigs too, because you don't need to make more pig. You're making more money per pig. So everything goes up.
So I just click a button here and there and just let it ride, baby,
Yeah.
for the
I mean, that's
time
part of
being.
yeah. I mean, that's part of an important thing for, you know, an investment. I think we mentioned it before, but like if you're investing in something, it should be money you don't need. It shouldn't be your rent money. It shouldn't be the money to pay your bills. It shouldn't be the money to put food on your table. Like, no, it shouldn't be that. But at the same time, you need to have an accurate time horizon. Like, are you day trading? Are you investing? Like, are you day trading, trading, or investing? Like, how long what's your expectation on length of holding it? Is
Yeah.
it a day, a month, a week, a year? In general, you should have at least, if you're not like actively trading, I'd say at least like 3 to 6 months just as like a trial period to see if you want to do another like 2 years, you know, because you can't compound your way in a short time. Compounding it's an exponential yield curve. So the longer you're doing it, the better your returns are.
Yeah, so I'm gonna wait to the bull market when everybody's FOMOing in, and the drip price is high and pig price is high and scratchy's out and all that other stuff, and then it's worth it to start withdrawing.
Yeah. That's why I think it's worth doing a second wallet. Because like just based on what the Kelly Snook chart says, when you hit 1,000 drip on deposit, you should claim like once a week.
Yeah, that when I hit that 1,000,
Yeah, but
deposit.
you can claim it and just airdrop it to a second wallet. You don't have to sell it.
Yeah,
So
but then if you deposit it in that second wallet, it's locked away 5 hours again.
yeah,
But you're earning 1% back daily.
exactly. And
Again.
it's the same thing with the exponential yield curve. You need to compound, you know, consistently and for quite a long time to really reap the eighth wonder of the world benefits. Um, so, and that's what I mean. It's like I think I've airdropped my second wallet twice, and I've claimed and sold I think 3 times. Um, and that's just been, it was like randomly. I think I missed one of my compounds for the day. Or I missed the whole day. I don't know how I did that. So the next day I had,
Because we don't think about it
twice.
like, we don't
Yeah.
school,
Well,
which
that's
is
why I
good.
have the alarm set now. But sometimes on the weekend, I'm preoccupied with something else. And so my alarm will go off and I'll be like, oh, I'll get to it in a minute. And then you forget. And so one of those days I was like, you know what? And this was like probably 2 months ago. I was like, you know what? I'm going to claim this out. I'm going to get a little bit of my investment back. I'm going to airdrop my other wallet. Um, what else did I do? I bought some Bitcoin and I bought some Crow. So I like sold it, but I sold it to kind of put it in other places.
Okay, let's pull this up. Shout out to Pilo and Cali. You know, he wants me to use his other name, Pilo and Cali. What up?
Pilo and
Tectonic,
good,
Tectonic.
Man. Oh, that's the Tectonic
Yeah,
dude.
Tectonic
Nice.
dude. So we're gonna go over that one day.
I was gonna say, man, get him on the show and he can go over Tectonic with us.
Yeah, well, he preaches it. But I'm gonna do my research and read about it and go over like a nice thorough show about it.
You want to do it next week?
Yeah, sure. We'll shoot for Wednesday, Thursday ish.
I will actually be
at a festival.
Yeah. So Wednesday. So I leave Wednesday night. I think. Is it Wednesday night? Yeah.
Did you even bring me anything back from the forest?
I brought you a jar of dirt.
Oh, sweet. Forest dirt?
Yeah.
Oh, are you serious?
Yeah.
Oh,
I think it has some wood chips in it too.
Oh, fuck yeah. That's magical, bro.
Yeah.
People might think, bro, I appreciate it. Thank you. A little bit of, I had like a piece of bark from it, and like I have all my little knickknacks and like rocks and stuff from the Giving Tree and just random stuff.
Man, the Giving Tree was,
I heard it was trash.
It was terrible this year. I think I only went twice. And sad. Yeah, I mean it was kind of an odd year because like I had the intention of like spending time with a lot of people and whatnot, that, you know, taking 2 years off and everything that goes along with what happened. And I just didn't really get a lot of me time. And so I didn't really get to spend a lot of time there, but it was just, man, it was just trash. I mean, it was like more trash than I've ever seen it. And the amount of people who were like, the crowd that was around it was like a very young crowd. Like most people were in like basketball shorts and were with like a little raver baby girl. You know, they just definitely like their first forest and maybe not even out of college. And it was just like vultures and trash.
Well, a lot of people sold their tickets.
Yeah. Yeah. And it's, I mean, I think Forest is a great place to have a first festival and learn some things. But we got here,
the Bitcoin 30
Bitcoin chart. Yeah, I was actually just looking at the weekly, and I was back to the volume precedes price action. That the volume on it is like, damn, I'm
32 billion.
So, I mean, zoom out. And I mean, I don't know how well. Yeah, see that? Look at that spike in volume there. I mean, compared to before. So,
yeah, predictions are 25,000 tomorrow. It's going to hit. I don't know if it'll stay there for long, but prediction is it's going to hit 25.
It'll be interesting. That'll be the first Friday into the weekend rally that we've really seen.
Yeah, I think it's going to have a good effect on it. But
I mean, I'm still sticking with it's going to be up, down, sideways.
Well, yeah, up, down, sideways, up, down. It'll go up to 25, down a little bit, and then sideways again, and then, you know, we might see ETH hit 2,000 tomorrow.
I mean, I just saw ETH ran their final test. Final test run ahead of the merge to proof of stake. What did it say? Ahead of years. Yeah, so definitely interesting. We'll see. I think it's going to be really successful because Ethereum's like an institutional coin, an institutional network. Like you could put Facebook on Ethereum. Like you can do some, you know, complex, intensive things, and big money investors supporting it. So Yeah, not the most insane news, but and definitely some hiccups. We'll see when it actually happens, though. Yeah. It's been what, almost 2 years now since they like announced it and started pushing updates or whatever, or started getting ready to push updates. Um, it's been a minute.
Sorry, I'm reading comments, which I shouldn't be doing on a post that I trolled.
Yeah, don't. I mean, the whole that's you got to troll and just walk away.
No, but like College of Southern Nevada is offering a new DJing course, you know, and I'm like, bro, like, here you want to see? Like, I was like, brah, like, you're kidding, right? Like, it's like all you're trying to do is like be relevant. I mean, basically at this point,
I mean, colleges are for profit, man.
no, like this,
That's
they're offering. Well, this is our class, and you know, like here's our controller. I'm like, bro, my equipment in my home studio is better than what you're offering at your college. You know, like
I think
you
that's
need.
always been the case, man.
I was like, you're offering a course, like you need to be teaching on CDJs, and their response was like, bro, you even here. Respectfully, please see that we have regarding our facilities and equipment. We have done major upgrades of to all this recently and are in progress. Once completed, we'll be updating our audio recording technology. I'm like, bro, why is everyone talking a mess if you don't like what they post? Keep scrolling. Why does this matter? Because you're teaching a course that like on equipment that's outdated that you're not gonna get a gig. Like you need to learn on like the first thing they're gonna ask you, like from any gig, do you know how to perform on CDJs? That's the first thing they're going to ask you. And if you can't perform on CDJs, you are not going to be able to perform. Like you can't they don't even want you using your laptop. You have to be able to pull up and scroll on the controller decks. I'm ignorant. I'm the ignorant one. Okay? DJs use more than one method these days. I'm sure, as you know, vinyl is one way. Even using CD sometimes, bro. Like, and the artist that they're giving is a dude named John Jacobson. Okay, okie dokie. 45 SoundCloud followers. Give me a break, bro. Like, give me a
Okay, that's yeah, that's
yeah,
okay.
world class. Like,
Yeah.
why does it like you go sign up for this class? Let them take your fucking money on this crap fucking equipment that's super old, and like it doesn't even talk about chord progression, like it doesn't talk about any of that. Like I'm not even gonna like justify my comment, like that I was accepted and enrolled in the top music school in the nation, not Juilliard's, but a collective called Icon Collective out of California, where the top DJs come out of. So suck it. Like you're not getting a fucking gig and you're like good fucking luck. Not to toot my own fucking horn, but like,
I mean,
bro,
it seems
like
like they need a horn.
I'm ignorant because I know my shit. No, you're ignorant because you think all it is a cash grab. Like,
Yeah.
hey, hey, if you want to learn the basics, go for it. If you want to use their outdated equipment, go for it. Like, you get what you pay for. You're paying a community college. You're gonna get you're gonna get community college education and equipment.
Yep. Unfortunately, that's how it goes.
Yeah, so good luck. Not trying to be an asshole, but I mean, I just speak the truth.
Ooh. Yeah, I mean it's it just makes me feel like they could offer something better that maybe they know a little more about.
Or have a sound engineering course, or like fucking something better than
for the then that's, I mean, like you said, it's like I remember when I first learned Photoshop, like I was learning on an outdated version of Photoshop because our school didn't have money for shit like that. And then I got into college and I'm like, flat screen 32-inch IMAX, and versus what I had, which was not anything close to that. So I mean, it helped a tiny bit, but it was a lot of time wasted on, like,
I mean,
I
I don't
learned so
have.
many things that just didn't even exist.
I mean, I get it. CDJs are $10,000 a deck. I get it. You know what I mean? It's not cheap. Not everybody can afford it. I don't have CDJs because, I mean, it's not that I can't afford it. It's just right now at this moment in time, I don't want to afford it. But the thing is, like, I have an upgraded version of that deck, maybe one of the newest ones. I have a DDJ SSX2, which is fucking fine and dandy, which is at one time it was one under the CDJ, and I can make some fucking magic with that shit. And I'm about to bring it out, and I'm gonna start making some magic with that shit pretty soon, because you can run 4 decks at a time with it. It's got record box and it's got everything else that I need, and I got Ableton Live and Suite and Serum and everything I need to produce. And like I said, I think my opinion is valid. Like I said, I was accepted into a premier school that listened to my production and my music engineering and mixing and mastering. They didn't even talk about mixing and mastering. Like, like, well, maybe I should have been more polite and said, "Can I be an instructor? Pay me, bitch." Like, fuck you, pay me.
Yeah, that's not what I want. That's terrible.
But I think we're gonna have a small rally, hopefully over the weekend, and hopefully it's not a bull trap. And
I'd say I'd call it a bull trap if we saw sharp declines, but we haven't. We saw that sideways grind upwards.
Yeah.
So that's not really indicative of a bull trap.
Yeah.
It's not. I mean, you saw it more like when was this? In February, when it hit the bottom, and it had these, like, it hit a bottom and it bounced up. I mean, that bounced up almost $8,000 in 3 weeks, and then it went down another almost 7,000 from there, and then back up.
But it'll be interesting.
That was a hell of a rally there.
It'll be interesting if like the markets gain momentum, and like Forex Sharks keeps dropping all this alpha on us and releasing things, and we just start seeing 10, 11, 12, 13, 14.
I mean, we're 15. At 10, 16 or something.
Yeah, it's going up 50 cents a day. But I mean, it just starts the momentum. You just start seeing that momentum going and going and going.
I mean, the big thing that I see, especially in the Bitcoin chart, is I'm looking at a weekly chart because it's almost impossible on a daily chart to look at these kind of like more macro trends. But the RSI hit a level that it hasn't hit. Yeah, zoom out. The RSI hasn't been this low on the weekly chart since December 2018, when it put in a bottom. When it put in a bottom after that crypto winter. It didn't go ripping higher until July of 2019. So that was almost a year. 2018? Hold on here. What is this? So December. Yeah, that was almost a year later until it actually went up, and it didn't like rip crazy. It went from a low of like $2,000 up to a high of 13,000 over the course of a year. That's not really, and then from there, and that's July 2019. It didn't start ripping higher until October of 2020, and that's when it went and it ripped up to 65K in the matter of, was that October to March, 5 months. So, and that's why I think, and like I said, the RSI has never been lower. The MACD looks like it's bottoming out, and it looks like we're going to get positive MACD cross. The outflow has stopped. The volume's increased. I mean, it looks almost, the chart itself doesn't look exactly the same, but all of the indicators are like, they look very, very similar. So I wouldn't be surprised if we kind of ripped up and got close to like 46 to 48K. Not tomorrow, but I'd say by the end of the year, I could definitely see us touching that, and then we'll pull back and trend sideways a little bit more, because we still have a year and a half till the halving. So I think that's a perfect timeline, like, to be just DCAing until the halving. And once that happens, you'll be in a position, you'll go up 200%, and you could sell some and sell some more, another 100%. And that's, I mean, it's hard for me to really say. I'm not super big on like the Fibonacci's and stuff like that. Or the wave theory. I'm just not that knowledgeable. So I'm not even going to try to like make a forward extrapolation and try to make a prediction here. But I don't see, they were for this bull run, they were calling 100 to 120K. And that's kind of what I, at least to see as like a minimum, I would think. And that's within 2 years, because that's the time frame that this shit operates on. It's weeks and months and years. It's not hours and days. This isn't, you're not trading low liquidity penny stocks or low liquidity shit coins or something like that.
When shitcoin season, bro?
I mean, I think we could see a small shitcoin season later, like towards, I mean, think about when a lot of those shitcoins first came out. Like when the first shitcoins, like the start of it was in like the mid to late fall. It was like October-ish, is when things really picked up. So if we see the Bitcoin price travel back up, I'd say if we hit, I mean, I'm looking at, I don't know why there's no lines on this chart. There should be. I mean, we crossed 30K and bounce up anywhere to like 42, somewhere in that range. And we're going to come back down. If it holds that 30K, like 32 to 36, if we retest that and we stay above it strong, I can see a shitcoin season coming in. Not a huge one, but definitely one that would be, volatile enough to make buy some nice lottery tickets for sure. That's what I'm looking at. But it's not going to be crazy. I don't think it'll last long.
I want some shitcoin season to happen.
I know I need to flip a couple ETH real quick.
Yeah, a few hundred ETH. Trying to buy a house. That's the next goal. Last year, buy a truck with crypto gains. This year, buy a house with crypto gains.
I mean, shit. If
it's coming.
I don't know about this year, but it's coming.
Well,
buy a truck
run
in a year, buy a car in 2.
Buy a house in 2.
Or buy a house in 2, yeah. Buy a car in 1. You buy your truck in 1. Buy a house in 2.
Oh, it's coming. I know it's coming.
It's coming. It's just you got to use these times to get ready. That's doing your research, looking at charts, depending on how diverse or how conservative you want to be. Although Celsius is still, it's been pretty consistently in the news, and it's not looking good for people who have money in Celsius.
We were talking about that at one time too. It was like, using Celsius to use your crypto to buy a house?
Yeah, we were. I mean, it was you could still do it. Celsius was just one that was offering kind of like one of the best rates. Um, but mostly just like collateralizing your crypto and taking a loan against it and not having to pay taxes on your gains. You know, put if you got a Bitcoin, put one Bitcoin in as collateral and take out a 40%, 30 to 40% loan against it. So, I mean, that's why all that like people like Bezos, they don't ever use their money. They don't ever sell their stock. That's why they want to get stocks. Because you don't have to like if you get paid, if you get stocks as a bonus, that's not really a taxable event because it's an asset. It doesn't have any monetary value yet. It's not a liquid asset. So you take a loan against it and I think the minimum is like $10,000 worth. So you can just go to most banks will do it. You can go to like the big banks, go to a bank, says, "Hey, I have $100,000 in Apple stock. I'm gonna give it to basically to you guys, and you can give me $50,000 in cash." And there's just no tax implications there because you took on debt. You didn't make any realized gains.
Well,
And
if that's
then
happens with Drip, we can use our.
that's yeah, the lending protocol would be really nice.
So, well, it'd be nice if I could cash out some Drip and use that to buy a house. Hydrate, bro. Hydrate. Love yourself.
No, it's like I went to breathe in and then the cough came out. So it's fucking. Yeah, I mean, I'll be making. Well, I'll hit 1,000 on deposit pretty soon.
Oh,
like
soon enough.
like about I'll basically by the end of August, I'll have that 1,000 on deposit there.
Yeah, and then but imagine like at even at like a $50 or $100 drip.
Yeah, that's 500 to 1,000 a day,
bro. And you can just claim for a month and take 30 racks or like every other fucking day. And, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And by the end of the month, you're still like
you're still getting you'll get it. I mean, if it's at $1,000 and all you do is claim, you'll get $1,000 a day for 365 days.
Yeah, I would cash out like 30 to 50 racks and then boom, put it towards a house. And then I would compound for fucking 29 days, take one day and make a fucking house payment.
Yeah, right. I mean, that's if I could oh man, if I could take care of all my bills, my rent and everything, if I could take care of that with like a claim a week, at $1,000 a day, that's 4 racks in a month. And that would take care of, all my bills, my life and everything. That's beautiful.
Because we're smart enough, even though we bought in high, we're smart enough to, invest in a good project and compound.
Buy, DCA a little bit more, lower cost average, but did the research, stuck with it when it was, falling out of the sky, and when it sat at $6, I'm not selling because I'm not scared it's going to zero.
I haven't sold any.
I think maybe I've sold 20.
I haven't sold none
out of the total. That's about it. But I sold 20, but then I also I bought, I don't know, 150 more.
Because when drip hits $20, my deposit will be my initial back.
I want to check what mine's at because
yeah, when we hit about $20 on drip, which is not that far away, our deposits will be our initial investment.
Or if it doesn't go up at all and we just give it another month compounding, it'll be exactly the same thing.
That penny a day thing, bro.
I know. Let's see here. Oh, this probably isn't going to load. I'll just let it sit. It takes forever. And that's not even including, again, we got the scratchers, the full Animal Farm relaunch completion.
Because if it moons like how it did when Animal Farm launches, oh buddy, we're in for a treat. Like,
I mean, I don't think that'll happen. At least not as quick as it did. Again, I think the same thing is going to happen. It's just going to be slower because there's more.
But it also could go faster because we have more people in, and they could just FOMO, and everybody just keeps buying.
Well, I mean, think about if it goes from 110,000, 120,000 wallets to 400,000 wallets. That's 4x from there, from where we're at.
Because because human nature, bro. People buy green candles. So for whatever, I just think for whatever reason, when Animal Farm launches and it goes, 10, 11, 12, people will be like, oh, fuck, let me start buying. Now people are starting to buy again because it's in the double digits. I think people are going to slowly, oh, fuck, let me start buying.
Yeah, I mean, so we're on the trailing 24 hours. We're at 310,000 in volume, which is like, I think 4x what it was last week when we checked it. And it's 1,000 buys and 471 sells. And I see a lot more bigger buys. Like here's a $500, $100, 250, 180, 200, 170. Here's the sells 25, 8, 9, 10. That's
look at that
big
curl. Hold on. Give me 1 second. Let me pull up the chart. Bro, you guys see this curl?
Oh, bro, I've been looking at that curl. I know that curl.
Oh, buddy, look at this. Look at that.
Yeah.
That is, I like that.
Yeah. And that's what I mean. If you go back,
look at that.
It's beautiful. You can get some EMAs on there, man. That looked pretty. Let's go.
But look at it. Look at the buys. People buy. Look at that. People buy green candles.
Yeah.
That's the thing. It's like,
let's put this on the 20.
People are DCing right now.
I'll put this on.
Because you compare the buys to the sells. Look, $8 sell, $31 sell, $11 buy, $6 buy, $20 sell, $83 sell, $210 buy, $32 buy, $99.99 buy, $5 sell, $55 sell, 11 buy, 10 buy, 7 buy, 24 buy, 34 buy, $3.66, 99. People are buying 100 at a time. 20, 74, $50 sell, $250 buy, 182 buy.
I'm pretty sure there was like a $120,000 buy yesterday.
Yeah, there was a huge whale buy yesterday.
Yeah,
like $1,500 buy.
So I mean, I just threw up the 50 EMA the 50 MA and the 20 MA on the daily chart, and we're about to get the 20 just crossed over the 50, and the price is over both of those, which it hasn't been since hasn't been there since February. And if you look back at the previous, I mean, this is like, pretty typical indicator of longer term trends is the 50 and the 20. And we haven't seen that in 7 months, 8 months, 7, 8 months, which is, I'm going to throw the juicy, 200 up on there.
It's looking mighty juicy.
I mean, we're still, so right now the 200 is at $40. So, but I see no reason why we won't go back into the 30s. I'd love to see that. I'd love to see it just finish this curl out and make a nice strong move up to like 30. I'd be very happy with that.
A $30 drip would give you what, 20 or 40 bucks a day?
No, if it was a $30 drip,
yeah,
no, it'd be like 300.
300.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll be like at 250 a day.
Yeah, because like I said, I should cross 1,000 in about like 2.5 weeks, 2 weeks. That's if I don't buy any more, which there's totally a good chance I'm gonna buy some more.
Before it keeps going up.
I mean, just because I know like it's it's it made that curl. We have some solid volume coming in that we haven't seen in quite a while. And so I can get the 1% a day on it. That's the whole point. Is I want 1% a day. I want that. I mean, weekly looks a little. I mean, it's hard to look at a weekly chart on something that hasn't even been around for 2 years.
Yeah, just made 1 year, a year and a few months.
So it's really hard to look at that because it's only 50 candles. So I can't even get a 200 period moving average on it. So I'm not gonna take that as super solid information. So I'm just not really even gonna look at that.
Yeah, but I think it's gonna be very nice in the future.
Yeah, I have no doubt. And again, like you do the math on it, and drip needs to just stay above $1.
Yeah,
That's really like where it needs to stay above to make it all worth it. So, but I'm looking I'd be looking at short term. I'm looking at like 12 to $16. I know it's kind of a wide range, but I'm looking at a double from here. Well, a double from the USD price. That's what I'm looking at in the short term.
And then you got to figure too, around Christmas time, people will be claiming.
It's weird with crypto. It doesn't really like it's not like as common for people to sell their crypto or spend their crypto on
Christmas
things. Yeah, on Christmas.
Or people be sometimes people
whatnot.
be putting all their Christmas money into crypto.
People do give crypto as for Christmas gifts, mostly like Bitcoin or something like that. But I mean, I could definitely see some people gifting a drip wallet with 10 drip in it.
Oh yeah. I've given enough gifts this past couple years. I'm good on giving gifts.
I like giving gifts, but I like giving gifts where it's like, oh man, this person is gonna love this. This is the perfect gift. And it's not usually like Christmas specifically. It's more just like when
I
I
do
see that
randomly, yeah.
gift. Yeah, when I see that thing that I'm like, oh man, this would be perfect for them. They're gonna love it. Then it's like, yeah, because I tell people this all the time. Like, I don't need stuff. I have plenty of stuff. I'm trying to get rid of stuff.
Yeah, I need
Stuff and things.
Bitcoin.
I don't need them. I need Bitcoin. I need my phone bill paid. Like, if you really feel the need to give me something, if it's not, I guess like socks, so you can't have too many socks. Something that's gonna give utility to my life. I don't need trinkets, stuff like that. If I want them, I'll buy them for myself because it's probably going to be an impulse buy and I'm going to regret it after like a week. And I feel bad when people get me stuff and I'm like, this is like a cool thing, but it's just going to like go in a drawer and then I'm going to see it like a year or two later and probably give it away or sell it. And it's just like, yeah, give the gift of crypto. Gift of financial freedom and an alternative to the fiat Ponzi.
Give some drip, bro.
Give some drip. I got my Swan Bitcoin affiliate link finally, so
nice. I'll sign up under you.
Yeah, I think we each get like $10 in Bitcoin, and then I get 0.25% of all the fees that you pay. I think it's only point. I think it's about 1%, but that still adds up. That's more Bitcoin in my pocket. That's more Bitcoin than I could give away as gifts. And
yeah, I want to be like the wizard and give away shit.
Yeah, I want to be able to give away mass amounts of money in crypto. I mean, I guess it's the same as buying someone a boat, but like a boat doesn't put food on the table for someone who doesn't have enough money. I'd much rather help people than just give like
He just
superfluous
messaged me. Speaking of the devil.
Oh, geez. Speaking of the wizard.
He goes, here's what I do. So I don't have the constant notification on coins. I open a Trust wallet, load the coin that I get, then copy keywords and delete the wallet from the phone. I literally forget about it, that it exists. Then I check it next year. Granted, it's super annoying when looking for coins when you have 8,290 wallets. But also, 8,290 wallets is a good thing also.
That's like half the shitcoin market.
Well, what he does is he buys 100 here and 100 there and 100 here and 100 there. He just doesn't think about it.
I mean, it depends on how much money you have and everything. Because if you can just be like, oh, I'm going to buy 100 ETH or 10 ETH, throw it in a wallet and just never think about it again, then yeah, I mean, you can do that. Shitcoins, altcoins, that's like a 1 in 10 chance your wallet, by the time you even remember about that wallet, the coin has already rugged, or the liquidity has been pulled, or it's a V2 merge and they're worthless because you didn't merge them, or it rocketed.
Yeah, but he's so rich he doesn't even care. Like,
well, that's what I'm saying. It's really like a perspective thing. Like,
and then usually somebody reminds him if he's in something.
Yeah. I heard some news on Dogecoin, but I don't think anything happened. I don't think it.
I want to make a shirt.
No, it didn't.
I want to make like a sticker or a shirt, and then like how the old school saying is, "Get the F out of Dodge."
Yeah, get the F out of Doge.
Yeah, make one that has get the F out of Doge and have the Dogecoin. I thought that would be.
I mean, it doesn't look good. I don't. It has so Doge has the same 24-hour volume as Drip.
But you don't make 1.1% back daily.
No, and it's done nothing but downtrend for a very long time.
Yeah, so I thanked him for his wonderful advice. Said, great advice. I think I will follow your advice. Thank you, BW.
Yeah, I mean, it's not anything I would personally recommend, but that doesn't mean it's wrong.
Well, if it works for him, it'll work. You know what I'm saying? I want to do like, hey, you never know.
No, you don't. I would say do that with solid projects. You know?
Yeah, definitely.
Like if you find solid projects and you have that kind of disposable money, and you could throw like a couple racks at 30 different projects, and like, all right, we'll see what they are next year.
But you also gotta like, if you can time the market and pull at all-time high, you're also good at that too.
Yeah, but if things are at all-time high, the last thing I want to do is go through 8,229 wallets to sell and recover all those. That's like a full-time job for like a couple
he's got
weeks.
Money pouring out of his cloak, so it doesn't even matter, you know. Let's see. Yeah, deck screener.
Yeah, I mean that's kind of the big stuff that I haven't seen anything like anything groundbreaking. SEC charged 11 people in a $300 million crypto Ponzi scheme. That's not, I mean, that's kind of news, but also not. It doesn't even say what project. A pyramid and Ponzi scheme. Oh, Forsage? I haven't heard of it. Yeah, the scheme. Maybe it's Forsage.
Forsage. Hey, bro, you got any of that Forsage?
Forsage. Meta, huge loss. Not really surprised there. Yeah, it's just nothing really crazy has happened since last time. Last week when we
Baby
chat.
Doge, Baby Doge.
What's going on with
Oh, Pancake swaps up to 643.
Ooh, dang. That's nice.
That's nice.
Let's see what's going on with Pulse X, huh? Pulse X will launch soon, it says.
When launch?
I mean, the last update I see is from February.
Well, I think it's gonna launch because PulseCon is next month, isn't it?
I can find out. PulseCon.
Yeah,
Yeah.
here,
Well,
World
yeah. So
World Resort
October.
Center.
Yeah.
Yeah, Sheep's got a booth
At PulseCon.
Yeah.
Interesting. They're just gonna sit there and yell at each other, call each other names, threaten to beat somebody up over some dumb shit. Oh man,
That's gonna be interesting. See Pace Carmichael working on whacking people with his cane.
That's exactly. I'm like, oh boy. I mean, Solana's actually holding its own, all things considered. But it's still kind of just following. Well, now it's following Bitcoin, but
everything follows Bitcoin, except for ETH right now. What it is, but it isn't.
I mean, they still follow the greater trend. You could have macro or micro moves, but they usually end. It's like when an abnormal amount of volume comes in, or there's really great news. It'll rip 60% or something. But then after that volume dies off, it just goes right back to following the Bitcoin trend.
Yeah, it says Pancakes 432 on here.
Yeah. Let's see what that 15-minute on Bitcoin looks like. Because I've actually been day trading ETH. It's been pretty nice here. I mean, it's testing a swing low, but we're still sitting just under 24K. We're at what 399.95. So very just under 4K, 24K. But it looks like we're going to swing back up again. We'll see if we could crack that 25. I mean, we got did it? No, we hit what 24,985. So just $15 short of 25K. I mean, yeah, equities and legacy finance had a pullback today, but it's been ripping pretty good. So I don't know. It'll be interesting. Today was basically sideways. There was like plus minus, I don't know, like 0.2% for the NASDAQ and the Dow Jones and S&P 500. But I'll be interested to see how this weekend rally comes in and then the weekly close for Bitcoin. The weekend rally, which I don't know, for the last however long, it's been kind of a sell-off into the weekly candle.
Yeah.
But I mean, it's been at these levels since, beginning of July, early July, second week of July. So almost a month now, it's been holding these levels. See how I mean, on the weekly here, we're right at the 200, which is, 200's considered the longer the time frame, the stronger, the more weight, moving averages are given. So the 50 is stronger than the 20 and the 200 is stronger than the 50 and the 100 and stuff like that. So we're right. I mean, I use moving average bands, so we're right at the bottom of the 200 band. And I mean, if we break through that, if we break above it and we test on the weekly, that's kind of exactly what I was saying before. We hit that like 28-30, break through it. I mean, there's a gap at 30, so we go fill that gap, retest the lows, and then we go back up to like 38-40. That's what I'd really like to see. And that would be, I don't know, maybe by the end of the year that can happen. I'm saying, looking at my chart here, I'm saying like February, March. That's where I'd like to see us back up above. Well, I'd actually like to see us back up in the 40s, but definitely above 38. I'd like to see us somewhere above 38 and holding. I think that would be a good, reasonable assessment.
Roger that. Well, my friend, we have reached our hour, and I got to get up at 3 a.m. tomorrow to go to work. Well, you've been asked to keep asking, and I'm going to keep taking it.
I would too, man. I wish I could get a little bit more hours in.
Need more hours in a day.
I mean, I wouldn't mind that either. All right, bro. Well, I'll catch you next week.
Yes, sir. Ride safe, buddy.
Oh, I will, man.
And a PSA out there, don't play on your phone and drive, and watch out for people on motorcycles. Don't be a douchebag.
Yeah. Watch out for everybody when you're in a car. Watch out for people on pedal bikes, motorcycles, pedestrians.
Yeah.
Don't just be a responsible driver.
And if you hit my friend last week on his Suzuki, right?
Honda.
Oh, Honda CBR.
Yeah.
If you hit a yellow Honda CBR, no questions asked. Just you can just send us money to pay for his bike to be fixed because you hit him and it was a hit and run. Before we turn your plates into the cops, because we got your info, bro. We're not turning you in yet. We got you.
Yeah, we're giving you some time.
We're giving you some time, just so you know. All right, peace out.
Take it easy.